Welcome to Monique Jordan's channel. Please like, share, and/or subscribe for more videos.
So sit back, relax, put your feet up, but most of all enjoy. Much love.
Boney M are a R&B, reggae, funk and disco music group founded in 1974, who achieved popularity during the disco era of the second half of the 1970s. The band was created by German record producer Frank Farian, who was the group's primary songwriter. Originally based in West Germany, the four original members of the band's official lineup were Liz Mitchell and Marcia Barrett from Jamaica, Maisie Williams from Montserrat, and Bobby Farrell from Aruba. Since the 1980s, various lineups of the band have performed with different members. The band has sold millions of records worldwide and is known for international hits including Daddy Cool, Ma Baker, Belfast, Sunny, Rasputin, Rivers of Babylon / Brown Girl in the Ring, Mary's Boy Child / Oh My Lord, and Rivers of Babylon. German singer-songwriter Frank Farian recorded the dance track, Baby Do You Wanna Bump, in December 1974. Farian sang the repeated line, Do you wanna bump, in a deep voice as well as performing the high falsetto chorus. When the record was released as a single in early 1975, it was credited to Boney M. Farian had created this pseudonym for himself after watching the Australian television detective series Boney, whose main character was named Napoleon Bonaparte. After a slow start, the song became a hit in the Netherlands and Belgium. It was then that Farian decided to hire performers to create a troupe for TV appearances. Farian found model-turned-singer Maisie Williams, originally from Montserrat, Bobby Farrell, a dancer from Aruba, and singer Marcia Barrett from Jamaica, who brought in singer Liz Mitchell, also from Jamaica and a former member of the Les Humphreys Singers. Boney M's first album, Take the Heat Off Me, was released in 1976. It contained tracks that Marcia Barrett had already recorded with Farian, including the title track and Lovin' or Leavin', both of which were previously recorded in German by another Farian act, Gilla. As Maisie Williams' voice was not considered suitable for recording purposes by Farian, and a tryout with Bobby Farrell performing No Woman No Cry did not work, Farian decided to use only Liz Mitchell and Marcia Barrett along with his own studio-enhanced voice to create the Boney M sound. The album's commercial performance was initially lukewarm. However, the group rigorously toured discos, clubs, and even country fairs to earn a reputation for themselves. The group's big break came at the end of the summer of 1976 when West German television producer Mike Leckebusch of Radio Bremen requested them for his show Musikleben. Boney M appeared on the live music show on September 18, 1976, and in their daring stage costumes, where they performed the song Daddy Cool. The song quickly went to #1 in West Germany, with the album following the success of the single. Another single, Sunny, a cover of the 1966 Bobby Hebb song, gave the group their second #1 hit. The group's popularity had also grown throughout Europe, with Daddy Cool reaching #1 in Switzerland, Sweden, Norway, Spain, France, and Austria. Both singles were also top 10 hits in the UK, which would become one of their biggest markets. In 1977, Boney M released their second album, Love for Sale, which contained the hits Ma Baker and Belfast. The group embarked on their first major concert tours with a live band of musicians called the Black Beauty Circus, given their name after Maisie Williams' first band, Black Beautiful People. Love for Sale was certified gold a year after its release in the UK. Both singles from the album reached #1 in West Germany and the UK top 10. 1978 was the group's biggest year. They released a new double A-sided single, Rivers of Babylon / Brown Girl in the Ring, which was a hit all over Europe, reaching #1 in several countries as well as becoming one of the biggest selling singles of all time in the UK. It also became their most successful single in the United States, peaking at number 30 on the US Pop Singles chart. Following this came their biggest-selling album, Night Flight to Venus, which spawned further hit singles with Rasputin and Painter Man. Continuing with their success, they released Mary's Boy Child, Oh My Lord, which was the 1978 Christmas #1 single in the United Kingdom and became another of the biggest-selling singles of all time there. Also during 1978, Boney M made a much-publicized promotional visit to the Soviet Union, one of the very few Western acts along with Elton John to do so, although tracks like Rasputin were not released in the Soviet Union due to their subject matter. While it had never been a secret that Bobby Farrell never sang on the group's records, Farian did the male vocals in the studio. In 1978 it became public knowledge that Maisie Williams did not sing on the studio recordings either, since her voice wasn't suited for this kind of music, as Farian stated in an interview with German teen magazine Bravo. Since this had become common practice within the disco genre of the late 1970s, few people cared, unlike when Farian repeated the practice to much more severe backlash with Milli Vanilli in the late 1980s. While only 2 of Boney M's official members actually contributed to the sound of the band's records, all 4 members of the group, including Williams and Farrell, performed the vocals live at Boney M concerts. The band's live sound was also augmented by several backing vocalists, which served to mitigate any vocal deficiencies the group may have had compared with the studio productions. 1979 saw Boney M release a brand new single, Hooray! Hooray! It's a Holy Holiday, which became another top 10 hit across Europe. Later in the year they released their 4th album, Oceans of Fantasy, containing 2 hit singles, Gotta Go Home, /El Loot, and I'm Born Again, /Bahama Mama. The album also included lead and backing vocals credits for the first time. Oceans of Fantasy reached number 1 in the UK and was certified platinum, though their run of top 10 singles had now ended with Gotta Go Home peaking at number 12 and I'm Born Again peaking at No.35. In 1980, Boney M released a greatest hits album, The Magic of Boney M. 20 golden hits, which also contained 2 new songs, My Friend Jack and I See a Boat on the River. It made the number 1 spot in the UK, reaching gold status within 6 weeks of release, though it was their last big-selling album in the UK. In 1982, Rasputin was played by local broadcasters in Vietnam during the waiting periods before live games of the España 82, the 1982 FIFA World Cup. This led to the popularity of the band in Vietnam for decades following. Reggie Tsibo was hired to replace Farrell as the new male member of Boney M. in 1982, but the singles The Carnival Is Over and Jambo fared poorly, and the group's 7th album 10,000 Light Years, issued in 1984, marked another commercial low point, peaking at number 23 in the German album charts. The group, however, returned to the German top 20 in the autumn of 1984 with Kalimba de Luna and Happy Song, the latter seeing Bobby Farrell return to the group. After celebrating Boney M's 10th anniversary in early 1986, the group officially disbanded after the release of the commercially unsuccessful single, Young, Free and Single, which peaked at number 48. From this point, different versions of the group were formed by members, some with cooperation of Farian, others without, for example by independently obtaining the rights to use the Boney M name in a different country.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope to see you soon. Till the next time, much love.